Before we begin the poem explanation, let me tell you that there are many unacquainted words, so you need to listen carefully and try to understand the meanings properly. I shall give you the word meanings later in the PDF file, but right now you need to understand them properly. And use of inversion may bring hindrance in the connectivity, so be attentive, children. We'll start with the poem explanation of the poem The Plate of Gold by James Henry Leigh Hunt. One day there fell in great Benares temple court a wondrous plate of gold, whereon the words were writ, to him who loveth best, a gift from heaven. Uh, Children, a temple court means a place where people generally assemble to offer their prayers. So, in a temple court in Benares city, one day there fell a wondrous plate of gold. Wondrous means causing wonder or amazement. So, there fell a plate of gold on which was written. Writ means written. So, on which was written, to him who loveth best, a gift from heaven. It means that the plate of gold was a gift from heaven to a person who loves God the most. The priests made proclamation at the midday hour. Each day let those assemble who for virtue deem their right to heaven's gift the best, and we will hear the deeds of mercy done, and so adjudge. Children, it means that after reading the words on the plate of gold, all the priests made an announcement. You know the meaning of proclamation. It is a public statement or official announcement of an important matter. So they made an announcement that each day at the midday hour they shall allow people to assemble in the temple court, people who consider themselves worthy of getting this plate. The priests shall listen to the deeds of mercy done by these people and then consider and declare the one who truly deserves the plate. I hope you understood the first stanza. Let us move on to the second. The news ran swift as light. Here it's a simile. The news is compared with the speed of light. And soon from every quarter came nobles and munshis, hermits, scholars, holy men, and all renowned for gracious or for splendid deeds. Now, what does this mean, children? That the news spread very fast in the city and people from every corner came to claim for the gift. So, people from all walks of life assembled in the court. People such as nobles. Noble means people belonging to a rank or title or birth in a higher class. Then munshis. Munshis were a language teacher or secretary employed by Europeans during colonial times. Then come holy men, who are sacred people. Then are scholars. Scholars are highly educated people. So people from all walks of life, who all were renowned, that is well known. Well known for what? Well known for their gracious. Gracious means kind and pleasant, or splendid. Splendid means impressive. So people from all walks of life, such as munshis, nobles, hermits, holy men, scholars, who were famous for their kind and pleasant and impressive deeds, that is gracious and splendid deeds, means all good deeds, came there to claim. Okay. Okay. So they gathered there. Okay. Meanwhile, the priests in solemn council sat and heard what each had done to merit best the gift of heaven. So for a year the claimants came and went. Uh, meanwhile, the priests sat in a council and seriously listened to each and everyone's deeds to consider whether they deserve the gift of heaven. Merit means the quality of being good or worthy for deserving some praise or reward. So, people came and the priests sat in a council and listened carefully to their merits or the good deeds that they had done and to decide whether that person is worthy of receiving the gift of heaven. So for a year the claimants came and went. So a year passed, the claimants came. They shared their good deeds, but till then no one was found deserving. Here, came and went are two opposite words present in the same line, so it is antithesis. Let us move on to the next stanza. At last, At last, after a patient weighing of the worth of all, the priest bestowed the plate of gold on one who seemed the largest lover of the race, whose whole estate within the year had been parted among the poor. So, after patiently listening and considering the worth of all, worth means value, the priest presented the plate of gold to a person who seemed to be the largest lover of the human race. He had distributed his whole estate within a year among the poor. This man, all trembling with his joy, advanced to take the golden plate, when lo, at his finger's first touch it changed to basest lead. This man, when he advanced to receive the heavenly gift, was trembling with joy. Trembling means shaking or quivering due to anxiety or excitement. The moment he touched the plate turned to the cheapest or lowest quality of lead. All stood aghast, but when the hapless claimant dropped it, clanging on the floor, heaven's guerdon was again transformed to shining gold. It means all the people who witnessed this were taken aback. They were shocked or surprised to see that the plate of gold turned to to cheapest lead with his touch. But the moment the unfortunate claimant dropped the plate, the heaven's guerdon, that is reward, again turned into shining gold. Clanging means to make a loud metallic sound. So here in this line we have onomatopoeia. Let us move on to the next slide. So far another 12 months that he priests and judged. Thrice they rewarded, thrice did heaven refuse the gift. So for another 1 year, the priests considered people as deserving candidates, but thrice they selected a person and thrice it was rejected. It means that the three people who were considered as deserving were not worthy of receiving the heavenly gift. Meanwhile, a host of poor, maimed beggars in the street, maimed means permanently damaged or crippled, maybe handicapped, etc. Beggars in the street lay all about the temple gate in hope to move that love whereby each claimant hoped to win the gift, and well for them it was, if gold be charity. For every pilgrim to the temple gate praised God that love might thus approve itself before the test, and so coins rained freely in the outstretched hands. So, children, what happened? That Meanwhile, beggars in large numbers started rushing near the temple gate in hope to get some alms, because each claimant who hoped to win the gift started releasing coins in the hands of the beggars. They thought that this deed might help them to become the deserving person for this heavenly gift. But none of those who gave so much as turned into the poor sad eyes of them that begged. Means, but none of these claimants cared to look into the sad eyes of these beggars. Children will stop here and will continue next stanzas in the coming periods.